Back here, first things first, talking some Baltimore Ravens. The team riding a 3-game win streak, thanks in large part to that defense, giving up the fewest points per game through 7 weeks. And one of the key members of that defense, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Calais Campbell, who joins us now after his 3 sacks last week against Philly. Calais, good morning. Thanks for joining us again. Yeah. I want to start with why you're here. You're partnering with Old Spice to promote a new film about education. Tell us a little bit about your involvement and about the film.
Yeah, so the film's called Black Boys. It's a documentary that really is just kind of shining a light on the way it is for black kids in America right now. And, you know, there's a big thing on education and trying to use the themes from that movie to raise the graduation rates. Old Spice has made a 10-year commitment to raising the graduation rates across the United States of America, NFL, and players like me to help really rise that initiative. I'm going to speak to some classrooms in the near future and just trying to really push, you know, just how Old Spice is trying to make that partnership and really make a difference in the community.
That's awesome, Calais. It's great partnership, and it's great work you guys are doing. I want to go to the field for a moment. You have a long list of accolades, all-decade team, all-pro, Walter Payton Man of the Year. You might have done something for the first time, though, this past week, which is you directly got a guy fired. There's a new offensive guard playing for the Eagles. He lets you get Defensive Player of the Week, and they get rid of him. So I don't know if you need to send him something. But I am curious, as a veteran player and an elite player, we see this on the wide receiver corner matchup sometimes. A backup corner comes in and they're like, you feed that player. When you see a team's banged up on the offensive line or there's an inexperienced guy in front of you, how does that change your approach? Like, do you say, okay, this is a game that I can single-handedly take over?
Yeah, well, this is a unique situation because I remember when Jamon Brown was a rookie, he got drafted by the Rams, and I was in Arizona, and so I had familiarity with him. You know, I kind of knew his game a little bit, and so it allowed me to have an advantage. And, you know, him not having a lot of reps this season, he actually got better as the game went along. And, you know, I mean, I feel like, you know, sometimes teams, you know, it's a result-oriented business, and they kind of move a little fast. But, you know, he definitely got better as the game went along. He hasn't played much this year, and so he had to kind of work off the kinks. But, you know, I did see it as an opportunity. I feel like this is the first game where I really felt like my best, too. So I think, you know, it's a combination of really getting it going and really feeling good, you know, being that it's a COVID year and the offseason being different, you know, it really took a while to really get the motor going. So, you know, it felt good, and hopefully I can keep it going. But, yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, big dog, 34 still getting it done. Unbelievable. Defensive Player of the Week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, 3 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, 5 tackles. After that game, man, you tweeted that this team loves football. Am I reading a little bit too much in that, man? Tell me what that means, because that can mean a lot. That can mean a lot.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't mean nothing against anybody else. You know, I've been a part of a lot of guys who love football. But there is a special kind of quality. I feel like the Ravens do a really good job of bringing in guys who really love the game. And there's, you know, it's not, you know, 10 or 20 guys. It's everybody on this team has a severe love for the game of football, and it allows you to thrive and you put the work in. It's not, it doesn't really feel like work when you're out there grinding because everybody's out here having a good time.
It's good.
Calais, Ravens defense allowing 17 points a game, best in the NFL. And this is all being done in the backdrop of a historical season up for the offense. Most touchdowns, most points. Do you feel like this season, because it's been such an offensive explosion, that's extra challenging for you guys, or does it just feel like another season?
You know, we played Kansas City Chiefs, and they put up a bunch of points in the last. You know, I mean, you know, in a desperate situation, really got their offense going and made some plays. You know, Carson Wentz, you know, I mean, you got to take your hat off to him. He made some incredible plays to get his team back in the ball game, and we had to fight to win it. But, you know, I feel like this defense, we're just scratching the surface of how good we can be, you know, with the offseason, the way things are going. We really didn't have a lot of time with each other. And, you know, having a lot of new parts with me and Derek Wolfe and having some rookies have to step up and make plays with Patrick Queen we really had to adapt fast. And we did a really good job. Our coaches, you have to take a hat off to our coaching staff. I mean, they did an incredible job preparing us. But it's still a unique offseason, and it takes a while to get going. And I feel like we're going to get a lot better as the season goes along.
All right, we're having a few technical difficulties hearing you, which is a bummer because we've got so many things we want to talk to you about. So we're going to get all that settled. But in the meantime, if we don't, you're on the bye. You got the Steelers next week. Want to wish you all the best of luck. You're going up against, as Brandon would call it, a behemoth of a team in the league right now. So that'll be a great competition. Calais, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. We are going to take a turn, take break, exactly. And thank you again to Old Spice. Calais, thank you. Take a break. Talk some Dallas Cowboys and the latest on what's going on there in Big D. First things first, back after this.